Now, I've been doing a lot of sketching lately. Today, I want to show you some of those sketches now, but I have to warn you, I draw some weird things. So, in today's episode, we're going to take a look into my mind. I mean, my sketchbook.
Probably my mind.
All right, let's dig in. Okay, so first page up. I love the idea of little pumpkin people. I don't know. I just think it's really fun. And there was this image that sort of popped in my brain where one of my kiddos was riding around on like a tricycle, big wheel sort of thing. I have aspirations that I'm gonna ink and color this thing at some point, but we just haven't gotten there yet. Next up, we've got this scoundrel. A couple of names down at the bottom for my Twitch live stream. I just love the idea of weird pumpkin people, and I like dapper weird pumpkin people. This one I think was really fun because it just has this really soft glow, this like little orangish, yellowish glow on the side. Super fun little sketch. Next, garden gnomes. It's going to be a persistent theme in a lot of my work, and then you're probably going to see some like Wasteland, apocalyptic, Mad Max style things coming up. So this guy's name is Waxy Gout Butt. I didn't name him. I let my Twitch live stream name a lot of these things. But yeah, he's an apocalyptic garden gnome, just ready to wrench people in the face. This is my character Gil. I've not finished this one yet, but it's going to happen. I'm really stoked about this one. He too is riding a little tricycle sort of situation. And I'll get this one finished up here sometime soon. But I love the idea of Gil. You'll see him more in my work, but he's just sort of this terrified little creature that I've created. And he is the personification of me when I was a kid. So that's kind of fun. Next, I was going to start a whole page full of kind of Old West outlaws. And I got approximately
This far.
just right there. I like this one. Maybe someday I'll do more. This very clearly must have been a Christmas time sketch because snowmen, snow people, snow persons, snow murderers were on the mind. Yeah, it just...
Again, if you want a sort of a look into my soul.
Here it is. All right, what's next? This one went nowhere. It was going to be a barbarian. It didn't work. I had grand aspirations that this was going to be some sort of like majestic fantasy fox woodland creature ready to go. That one didn't work either. This one, so you got to kind of work with me on this. So we do this event over on my Twitch live streams called the Chaotic Draw Along. People can provide prompts. And we generally sift through like 30 plus prompts every Friday to decide the one thing that we're going to draw. Sometimes there's like a leftover prompt that just sort of sits in my brain. The prompt on this one was an octopus king. And or king octopus. I can't remember which direction. Just this vision of a king with an octopus crown sort of, I just had to. I absolutely had to. And, yeah, he's super fun. Originally, this was, his face was much more sort of gray beard. And I think we kind of recognized that it wasn't working. So I ended up, after I put in all the tone, adding in kind of that orangish umbery color. And I think it sort of elevates the sketch just a little bit more. He is somebody that I would like to revisit. Next up, this was also an abandoned prompt. This is a gnome detective, so gnome CSI. So one of our garden gnome detectives is investigating the gruesome murder of a ladybug, and it's a little bloody thumbtack. This I think is a character that we could revisit often, and there could be lots of gruesome murders out in the yard. Going back to the post-apocalyptic wasteland theme, we've got Juicy Jaundice. He's a clown who's in the wasteland. And he's seen some things, friends. He's seen a lot of things. I like his cotton candy style hair. Speaking of Twitch, I got partnered over on Twitch, I don't know, a little bit back. And this is one of the drawings from our Chaotic Draw Along after I got partnered. And I wanted to draw sort of an uncare bear. And then I think the other prompt that won was like a rabbit dragon. Sometimes these things kind of all blend in. It's hard to remember. So I drew an uncare bear befriending a rabbit dragon. This one was actually a giveaway, going to go out to somebody. But yeah, again, it's all silliness. From time to time, you'll see these little themes pop up in my work. I love the idea of catching a very sort of like small little moment after a thing has happened maybe 30, 40, 100, 1,000 years prior. So I kind of like the idea that we came up in the forest against this robot, and then there's this dead pilot or dead operator inside of it. This is something I'm going to come back to, but drawing robots is not sort of the easiest thing for me. So someday, I promise you someday. I don't promise. Evil ice cream. Again, here's Gil. Gil is the personification of my fear as a child, and he's getting attacked by evil ice cream. I could explain this just a ton more, but I think the idea here, friends, is that it's Gil versus evil ice cream. This is a making monster over on Cody Scheibe's Twitch live stream. I don't remember what all the prompts were. Basically, Cody on Tuesday evenings has the audience choose a random bunch of prompts, up to 5 prompts. I can kind of assume superhero, robot. I think this is candy, even though it doesn't really look like candy. And I can't remember what the rest of them were. Green probably had to be a color or a prompt. But this one was a lot of fun. There was a joke on my live stream about crotch goblins. Crotch goblins are apparently children. So I wanted to draw a goblin with a bunch of crotch goblins. One of the prompts for the chaotic draw along recently was a ninja leprechaun. So in fact, this is a leprechaun ninja fighting a pot of gold monster. And these are the rainbow eyes. And this is how you know you can get to the pot of gold, is because of the rainbow eyes. But yeah, he's got like a little katana, and he's just ready to slice things up. Another making monster over on Cody Scheibe's Twitch live stream. I think the prompts here were dinosaur, wings, laser beams, bumps, and rainbow. And I think of all the stupid little sketches that I've done recently, this one's kind of my favorite. Speaking of Gil, this is Gil versus a blob monster. I built this on a live stream, and I just had a lot of fun adding more and more things. And so inside of the blob monster, obviously you're going to see bones and decrepit skeletons, but there's a Game Boy. There's a book, there's a cupcake, there's a cat, there's a skateboard, there's a PlayStation controller, there's a guy. Again, just bad things happen to Gil, but I like to catch these moments of Gil sort of right before the bad thing totally happens. So it's like we're on the edge of bad things. This was definitely a chaotic draw along. The theme was tentacled barista. The original sketch did not come together very easily at all. I ended up having to look at a little bit of reference, and once I saw a goldfish, I was like, well, shit, if I can just make a goldfish with tentacles, and then he's drooling inside of the drink, giving it to this lobster crustacean character, I thought this could be really funny, and I really like this one a lot. I like the color palette. It feels like super spring. So yeah, tentacled barista. This is a weird page to describe. So out of nowhere, I had an opportunity to live stream with Pendleton Ward, the creator of Adventure Time. And I had made sort of a stupid one-hand or offhanded joke over on his Twitch live stream that I could somehow teach him how to draw Colossus from X-Men. I could teach him how to draw his arms. And I think I lied and said that I was almost an adjunct professor level in terms of my knowledge of Colossus's arms. Yeah, it turns out I was full of shit, and but I had a great opportunity to hang out with Pendleton for a few hours over on his live stream. So this is Colossus. That's him again. But then I started to get not necessarily bored, but I wanted to draw other things with Colossus's arms. And so this is a giant metal pickle. This is Gandalf the Grey as with Colossus arms. This is a taco with Colossus arms. This is a vacuum. this is Gwyneth Paltrow turning a light bulb on. And obviously this is Piglet. And this is probably the best one of them all. But Piglet's metal arms, his little feet dangle. And so it's really cute. It's really, I don't know. And then on that live stream too, I thought it would be funny. What if I deflated Colossus's arms and just put all of that into his legs? And so there's a little Colossus legs sketch. After drawing that dinosaur sketch a while back, I had a lot of fun just thinking about weird and goofy, but maybe slightly cute Tyrannosaurus Rexes. And there was an abandoned prompt for a draw along, and I think it was dinosaurs in space, maybe? Maybe I'm misremembering. So I drew a dinosaur in space, and then somebody on my Twitch live stream suggested that I put a little butterfly in his helmet. And then as I was drawing, I was like, wait, why would he have a butterfly in his helmet? What if he's catching space butterflies? And so it's not totally articulated there, but what if I add this net, make it look a little bit better, and we put space butterflies in there? I don't know what a space butterfly looks like, but you and I are going to figure it out together. This was for a chaotic draw along. This was a weird experience. Okay, so the theme was bird knight with a K, like a suit of armor. But while I was doing the draw along, there was a grass fire 4 miles away from my house, and there's nothing between me and that grass fire basically, except a highway and a bunch of grass. And we had 60, 70 mile an hour winds, and we were under pre-evacuation orders. My family's kind of freaking out. My kids are crying. I'm live streaming. It was a weird situation. And I struggled, to be very honest. I ended the stream a little bit early. My mind was totally on something else. I was going to draw an owl in a suit of armor, and it didn't work. And then I came up with the idea. I was like, what if there was a stork, and the stork had a suit of armor on? So this is sort of where I got. This is a concept to revisit because I think it's really funny. But again, the headspace of myself in that live stream was really kind of a disaster. And so I have not finished it. Maybe someday. This is a weird, what if you had Garfield, but he just had infections all over his body. God damn it. As Easter has come and gone, the theme that I steered the other day for the chaotic draw along was a deranged killer bunny, because I wanted to draw a deranged killer bunny with a chainsaw murdering garden gnomes. Speaking of dinosaurs fishing, here's a dinosaur fishing. So he's sitting on the edge of the dock. A late addition were some jorts, jean shorts, a t-shirt, some spectacles, and then we've got these kind of prehistoric piranhas. This, again, I think there's something here. I don't totally know who this character is. I don't know why he's in all these weird situations, but the idea of kind of a semi-cool looking Tyrannosaurus Rex fishing or in space seems kind of rad. So there's 2 more pages left. I don't totally know what I'm going to do with these 2 pages. I don't know. Let's take some suggestions. So if you have any suggestions of what I should draw on any of these pages, put it below. I'll figure something out. All right, there you have it. The tour through my sketchbook. I hope you liked that little glimpse into my mania. Also, if you would like to pick up one of the super awesome sketchbooks, perhaps maybe 2, you can pick these things up on my website. 1 for $20, 2 for $30. Also, keep a lookout for the brand new red sketchbook coming up soon. In future videos, I'm going to talk a little bit about why I created the sketchbook and what my overall strategy is with our sketchbook line and some of the stuff that we're working on. Again, I hope you liked the video. Subscribe. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.